we're releasing some, I can't talk about it right now, but anyway, okay? So here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. We're taking it worldwide. We're already authorized in 2 states, and by the time we launch it, I told them I want 10 states legal by the time we release this, and then we're going to open up more states and more states. But we're taking this thing to Mexico immediately. Like it's on the top priority list. Why? I already know what the economics are in Mexico. See, with Uber and over there in Mexico, they get paid 40% of the fare. 40% of the fare. Well, we're going to go over there, take it. Here's what will be cool. When we open up, you're going to have distributors who become full-time day one. Why? Because they're able to drive for Vibe and build their business while they're driving. They don't need a job. They become full-time day one. We have changed the game. We've changed the game, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And I'll share this with you here because I always, I can't be contained. We're putting scenarios together where our drivers will be able to receive up to 100% of their fare. So here's the presentation. This is how it's going to go. Here's your commissions on Uber. Here's your commissions on Vibe. Any questions? Okay. You do $1 worth of rides, they give you 40 cents. You do $1 on Vibe, we give you $1. You remember that commercial? Here's your brain. Here's your brain on drugs. Any questions, right? Guys, we're gonna, I'm telling you, we're gonna shut it down. Why? Because we want to empower each person. And I want you to imagine, how the rideshare business is growing. Uber's numbers are up 35% this quarter alone in the number of rides. 35%. What we're doing is they're not our competitor. We're so grateful for them. We're grateful for them. We're so grateful for Lyft. Why? They are they blazed the trails. They spent billions on regulations so that we can come right on in and do what we're about to do. Right? We're expected in November to start our expectations. Here's what we're targeting in November is when we're going to start our first campaign for drivers, for registering drivers. In December, our goal right now, and we've got some targets. This is our goal. I'm saying it's our goal, but we feel very good about why we're going to hit our goal, is to have the first drive, the first rides to take place in December. Okay? And I mean, I want you to imagine the number of people that will be in your organization. Some will just be drivers, and drivers will be able to enroll and recruit other drivers. See, Uber's already done it. How do you think the majority of the drivers have actually enrolled into Uber? It's not because they know somebody and got a connection at Uber. It was a driver who shared their experience and what they're doing to make part-time income. And it's the same thing that will take place here. Hey, listen, the Uber drivers can continue driving for Uber. All they've got to do is take an additional cell phone, put it in their car, and when a Vibe call buzzes, they know this is a money call. They can still ride for Uber. They don't have to change. They can ride for all three, but the money is going to come from Vibe, and the money flows up to you. Okay? There's other things that we're going to be launching as well, and I'm so glad there was one that we were going to launch at Vision, and I'm so glad we didn't, because you couldn't have handled it. It would have been, it would have been it would have been too much. It really would have been too much for most people to process. We would have lost it, man. Yeah, we would have. I think Toledo would have gone into labor. Yeah. Okay. Toledo, I said, listen, we're going to make some announcements. Daniel, keep some towels because her water may break. All right. And but she was so excited, and all the diamonds. I saw my dad. when I announced Boom Mobile and VibeRide. I saw his expression. I've got to go get the video. I haven't seen him that excited since I bought him a car for his. I thought it was his 60th birthday. I bought him a car for his 60th birthday, right? And we go out and give him a car, and come to find out he was only 59. I should have took the car back and made him wait a year, right? But guys, we're gonna do some fun stuff, okay? And so what we've done is we've looked at the rideshare industry and see, I don't know how to invent it. I know how to make it better. I know how to find what's wrong with it. I know that many of the drivers don't feel appreciated. I know that they're underpaid and many of them feel overworked and that they don't make what they should make. And we're gonna celebrate them. We're going to celebrate our drivers. I want you to envision being able to understand that we have a strategic plan for booming the rideshare business and making sure that your boomerang customers actually have access to our entire ecosystem, to the crib. See, when your customer goes, and last month, guys, just to let you know, last month we had over 5,077 bookings from iGo customers to make bookings on our iGo platform. It grows about 20% every month. I don't know, I want to get the numbers, but I don't believe that there's any travel network marketing company who's booking more travel than we are right now. And I probably have to ask David those numbers because he would know. Nobody's booking more travel than our boomerang, and we're 6 months old. But here's the thing I want you to know. See, when your customer books on the iGo platform, I want to give you a scenario. And I hate giving scenarios sometimes because we've seen people already say, oh, well, yeah, iBoomerang is already have, agreements with fuel stations and movie theaters and people, they network market this thing, right? They get so excited and they say, this is what's already here. It's not already here. But let me share with you why data analytics are so important and why it's so unequal for you to compare us with any type of company, product company, travel company, network marketing. There's no comparison. It doesn't compare. What do you compare the internet to? There's no comparison. You don't compare it to anything. Why? It's different. It's just different. So I want you to imagine when somebody makes a booking on your iGo platform, do you think we know where they're going to be staying? Of course, they booked it with us. Do you think we know what time their plane takes off? Yeah. Do you think we know where their hotel is? Yeah. Do we have any information on them, like phone number? Yeah. Do you think it will be possible that when your customer books a hotel, airline, whatever it may be, and they didn't book a car rental, that as soon as their plane lands, or it's 3 hours before they're supposed to depart, something pops up on their phone because they've given us their information and it says, take VibeRides and iBoomerang gives you your free ride to the airport. Refer 5 customers and we'll give you a free night on your next hotel stay. See, we can do that. Why? We got the inventory. We got access. We're in the travel business. So I want you to know rideshare is a major component of travel. And so we're just completing that circle and we've got all of these benefits, so many more benefits that we have that we're going to be able to offer your customers. Bundles, okay? And so we'll take a travel customer and now they become a Vibe customer, all right? And so every time a ride takes place, you get paid every single time, all right? And so I want you to understand what's taking place. Does this all happen like immediately, like first day? No, it doesn't. If your plan takes 18 months to develop, give us 18 months to fully develop it. Will we have it in place and testing some of it? Yes, we will. We'll be working on that. But remember, your customers aren't going anywhere. Why? We know how to treat them. They don't have to pay for anything. Your customers don't quit. They don't have to be on an auto ship, okay? And so we're architecting something that's so significant that that we make the big lie true. And that big lie that you've heard me talk about is the lie that I used to tell. I was the biggest hypocrite, saying you can have residual income and pass it on to your children's children. And in 29 years, I haven't seen anybody who's been able to do it. Just haven't. 29 years, haven't seen it. And I decided I'm going to fix that. I'm going to make that lie. I'm going to correct it and make my statement a true statement. I'm going to make sure, see, when you have a 400 or 1,000 or 2,000 customers, and some of you are going to have 10,000 personal customers over the years, just personal customers, they're not going to quit the business. They're going to have perks. They're going to have benefits. They're going to have reward points. We were talking yesterday, and so I'm bringing them into our meeting. Yeah. And they were asking me, how do you want the app to perform? And I drew out what my dream was for the app to perform. And I wish I had a board and easel. Don't bring it, because you know me, I'll go crazy. And I drew out the scenario of how you will actually have a frontline customers, okay? So let's talk about Shirley Xavier for a minute here. 400 frontline customers, okay? And I drew out and I talked to our programmers about, here's what I want the app to do. That we're going to have incentives for Shirley's 400 customers that are frontline, that they will be able to go out and refer other customers, okay? So they'll be able to get customers. Why? And we're going to incentivize them. You know what? You go out and refer 5 people to download the app, your next ride is free. So now she's got 5 customers. That customer, that one leg, has 5 customers. But those 5 customers want to have a free ride. They go out and get 5 customers. That's 25 customers on her 3rd level from her frontline customers. And all of these, now remember, that's one leg of 400. And so what may happen is Shirley may build an organization of 100,000 customers from her 400 customers. But when commission checks come, customers aren't authorized to receive commissions. They're not reps. That means that Shirley gets the benefit of having 100,000 frontline customers frontline to her. Maybe you guys don't understand what we're doing, but nobody in the history of network marketing, there will be no company who will have more revenue from customers than that's my #1 objective. Why? Because that's what allows me to keep the promise of the crib. And those customers never pay iBoomerang anything. They're in that ecosystem for free. They get benefits, they get rewards, they get all of this stuff here, and they continue using it because of the 3 C's. You remember the 3 C's, right? Curiosity, confirmation, confidence. And we take them through that process, all right? And we're looking at other things in our rideshare app that other companies don't have, and saying, let's find this niche that others don't have, and let's zero in on that, and let's make that big, okay? So how are your customers going to recruit? You're not going to be able to talk to your customers. The Prib. The Prib will do all of it for you. The Prib, Mark Cathcart and that team that he's building of all the data analytics and all of this stuff, that's the team that goes in and incentivizes all of your customers to get more customers, so they can get all of this good free stuff, okay? You know, I mean, just imagine your customers. See, we're in the travel business. We do so much volume in travel. Guys, do you remember us giving away 10 full vacations at Vision? Do you think that was all that we had? At the women's luncheon, we gave away 5, Arlene gave away 5 trips at the women's luncheon. 10? 10 and 10? What?
Well, some people didn't pick theirs up.
Some people didn't. Okay, so we gave away 15 total trips. So just imagine that I told them, I said, listen, I want our customers to have a status bar on what they're doing. And when they have so many rides, we give them a free weekend at a hotel. We give them a free trip. Nobody else is doing that. We have the inventory. This is why I told you travel is the most important concept, because we can give people what they want. And we're not talking about at 2-star hotels. We're talking about at very nice places. And so what I want you to do is I want you to hold the course. I want you to hold the course. And I want to share a couple things with you here. What timing we have? Is that real time, 9:54?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We've been on 2 hours? Oh my goodness. I can't even do my training. No, that's not my training. I was going to train on the 3 R's of our system.
Hopes you have enjoyed this program.